Okay, children. So here today we are going to discuss about what, children? 10th lesson. So far we have completed till 9th lesson, children. So today we are going to discuss about the landlords and tenants under the British and Nizam. Already we know that, children, in the previous classes we read about the Britishers. So we were under the control of the Britishers for so many years, and we attained the freedom in the year of 1947 in August 15. So what are the things that we are going to read in this lesson? I have written the few. I have written the points so that we can discuss one by one. Okay. So before starting the lesson, we will discuss who are the landlords and who are the tenants. Who are the landlords? Owner of the land is known as the landlords. And who are the tenants? Who are the tenant, children? Those who will be rented, they are known as the tenants. So what is our first point here? First point, we are going to discuss about the Jemindars and the peasants in the Mughal times. Who are the peasants? Peasants are also known as the farmers. So we are going to discuss who are the Jemindars and peasants in the Mughal times. Here Mughal ruler never used to collect the taxes from the people. What the Mughal people used to do? They never used to collect the taxes from the people. They used to collect from the Jemindar. What the Mughal people are doing? Mughal people are collecting the taxes from the Jemindar. And again what happened? This Jemindar used to collect the taxes from the people, and they used to pay tax to whom? They are used to pay tax to the Mughal emperor, isn't it, children? So here, not only that, but land revenue. Jamindars own the land. Jamindar means what? They are the rich people. They used to own the land, and that land is a self-cultivated. And whenever they are cultivating the land, self-cultivated, that is term they are used as what, children? Kutkasti lands. The Jamindar also owned the land on which the laborers work. This was called as their self-cultivated land, or also known as a Kutkist lands. So here now in the first point what we have discussed, Mughal ruler never they used to collect the taxes from the people, and they used to collect the taxes from the Jamindar, and Jamindar used to collect the taxes from the people. And again whenever the Jamindar is collecting the taxes from the people, Jamindar is paying taxes to the Mughal emperor. And here land revenue, fixed rent by whom? Landlords and tenants. Jamindars collect taxes from the landlords, and they collected from the people. Jamindars, what they used to do? Jamindars directly they will be collecting the taxes from the landlords. Who are the landlords? Landowners known as landlords. And landlords, what they used to do? They used to collect the taxes from the common people. So this is about our first point. We discussed Jamindars and peasants in Mughal times. Next point, permanent settlements. Changes introduced by the Britishers. What are the things were introduced by the Britishers under the Mughal, under Nizam? So what happened, children? Permanent settlement Britishers, they used to collect the land revenue, and during the time of the famines, what happened? Drought season means, drought means what? That land is not useful for the cultivation because due to the dry conditions, and it does not have the proper rainfall. So during that time they increase the revenue also. Like what are the things? After the famines has occurred, now here British people they want to increase the revenue. So what the Britishers are doing? They are compelling the farmers. They are forcing the farmers to produce the cotton, indigo, sugar, wheat, because these are known as the what crops, not food crops. These are the cash crops because they will be earning the more amount of money in this. So the Britishers are compelling the farmers to produce these cash crops. So Permanent Settlement Act, when the Permanent Settlement Act has came, it has came in the year of 1793. So here Cromwell he has developed the Jamindari system. Who has developed the Jamindari system, children? Cromwell is one of the person. He developed the Jamindari system, and 90% is paying to the government, and 10% is holding with them. That is known as the what this we read in the permanent settlement. Next, coming to the Rohitwari system. What is the third point we are going to discuss here? The Raitwari system. Farmers' right and importance. Here children, without farmer rights, the farmers are not able to cultivate their crops in their own land. So what happened? The Jamindar has forcibly taking the land of the farmers, and intentionally what they are making them to do, farmers have to work in their own land as a laborers. Isn't it children? This is the main problem faced by the Indian farmers. So what happened here? This year in the Raitwari system, what happened? People, they are forcibly in this Raitwari system, what happened? They are giving the importance for the farmers. So what are the importance they give? Now we will discuss in the Raitwari system. Slowly they started developing the administrative system, investment. So where they are investing them? So here administration investment. So where they are? Ballari, Anantapur, Kadapa, Rayalaseema, etc. So here they used to cultivate all the crops, and Nizam British, they does not know how to cultivation. Here British people does not know how to cultivate. So what the British people are doing? They are forcibly making the Indian farmers to cultivate the crops. So here Thomas Muckrow is one of the person. November approach the true and right rule of the people. He is one of the person. What he is telling the people, the farmers should get the true and right, so that during his time, Thomas Moreco time, during that time there was a good revenue, there was a good crops to the people, because he is one of the person giving the importance for the farmers, and is helping the farmers to cultivate the crops by their own. They should not depend upon the Jamindar or on the landlord. So slowly the production has increased and they got the more profits. Isn't it? These are the means the Raitwari system is nothing but giving the importance for the farmers' rights. We have discussed in the Raitwari system. So what are the developmental activities by the government? Sir Arthur caught in the ancient Godavari. So what happened? Ancient Godavari, Dhavaleshwaram in the year of 1849. These are all the developmental functions they did. Krishna at Vijayawada. They built a canal between Kurnool and Kadapa. They built a canal in the year of 1857. So these are all the developmental function done by the government. Why? Because these are the main things. What is the main source of the water? From where they will be getting, to the help of the canal system. With the help of that only they will be able to produce the crops. So if you see here children, page number 114. Page number 114. So what is that here? In the 114, what are the points we have discussing? What are the developmental functions they did? What are the developmental activities? You see here children, 10.1 Prakasham barrage. So here to cultivate the what is the main source of agriculture? Water is the main source of agriculture. So slowly the government developed the developmental function, building the canals across the bridges, so that water is diverted for the agriculture purpose. Here children, okay. Then here what is the next one? Commercialization and money. So here what happened? Commercialization, we discussed about the developmental activities. Next, what is our fifth point? Commercialization and money. So here what happened here? British people, they are telling the British people have to leave. High revenue forced the people to leave the land, and money lenders during the time of the British, they are forcing the farmers. Whenever they are forcing the farmers, the people are leaving their land to the Britishers. And here why? Because the mediator is the money lenders. Whenever the agriculture want to develop their agriculture function, during that time the money lenders, in between overcoming, the money lenders are giving the loan to the farmers. In turn, the farmers are not able to repay the loan, and they are becoming the indebtedness. So here now USA Civil War has occurred in the year of 1861 to 1865. Now money lender chasing the more interest, farmers started to produce the cotton. farmers lost their lands in order to repay money to the money lenders. Just now what we discussed, now Britishers are forcing the Indian farmers to produce this what crops, cash crops. So in intention to that, what happened, the farmers are taking the loan from the money lenders. The money lenders are charging high rate of interest. In turn, the farmers are not able to pay the loan to the money lenders. Here the farmers are becoming the indebtedness. So Ganjan famine, it has occurred. So people fled away as coolies, and where they went to some people, they went to the Africa, Mauritius and Fiji, because this the British people, they are what happened, the most of the problems are created by the Britishers, so that the Indian people, farmers, when the Ganjan famine has occurred, people fled away. Where they went, fled away means where these farmers, where these people went, they went to USA, Africa, Mauritius and Fiji. So this is about what children, commercialization and money. Next, coming to the Jamindar exploitation of the peasants. So how the Jamindars are exploiting the farmers? They force the farmers to work on their land, and canals, they pay very less wages and vatti and exploit the farmers, countless collection. What is that? Already before starting the lesson itself I told here, during the Jamindaris, how the Jamindaris are exploiting the farmers. What the Jamindaris are telling, you have to work in our own farm, so that from morning to evening they are working, but the wages are never improved. For the same wages they have to work for the long and long hours, and they are also considered as a vatti. Means what is a vatti? They are regarded as a bonded labor for years and years. The same farmers, they have to work under the Jamindari lands. And here this is a exploited the farmers, countless collection, countless time, means the farmers are not able to count that many times how many times the Jamindars has exploited the farmers. Okay children, next one is what? Doras and peasants of Hyderabad state. Doras and peasants of Hyderabad state. Who are the Doras? The Doras are the rich people, and the farmers, peasants are the farmers of Hyderabad state. What is that we will discuss. Now here Nizam people, they are the chieftains, they have to pay tax to the whom? The Nizam people, they have to pay taxes to the Britishers. Now here Jagirdar pay taxes to the whom? Jagirdars means the owners, they have to pay taxes to the Nizam as a Pishkas. What they are telling? P-E-S-H-K-A-S-H. So 1500 Jagirs. How many villages were there during that time? 6535 villages were there, and 14 Samantas were there, covering how much? 497 under the control of the Nizam Jagirdar. How many villages were controlled? 497 under control of the Nizam Jagirdar. They are covering the villages. By whom? The Nizams will be covering the villages. Now these landlords known as the Doras. Who are known as the Doras? Landlords are known as the Doras. They have the rights and pattas allotted to the landlords. They are having all the rights and pattas that are allowed to the landlords. They are having the castrol custards. They cleared the land, and they are bringing that land under cultivation, and they are living in Gadi. Farmers working under vetti conditions. Vetti condition means what? Whatever the conditions told by the owner of the land, that should be listened by the farmers. So during that time, how many Doras were there? 150 Doras were there. These all the farmers were coming under the control of the Doras. Isn't it children? Now your famines that has occurred hit the Andhra region because due to the scanty rainfall, it has hit the Andhra region. Many of the Ganjam, how many famines it has occurred? Nearly 11 famines it has occurred in the year of 1865 to 1866. So peasant means who are the peasants? Farmers lost, and Deccan riots in the year of 1860. In the year of 1860, what happened children? They banned the Jamindari system. Because of due to this Jamindari system, most of the farmers are exploited. They are not even get their profits, even though in their own land they are working as a vetti. From morning to evening they are working. Their labor wages are very less. So these are the problems faced by the people under the British and Nizam. So again once again just we discuss the points what we have discussed today. First one, Jamindar and peasants, how the life they lead in the Mughal times. Next one, permanent settlement changes. What are the settlement changes by the changes introduced by the Britishers. These are all we are read. Okay, coming to the third point, in the Royal Quarry system, they are completely giving importance for the farmers. Okay, now next we have fourth one. What are the developmental activities? They started building the canals so that that water is useful for the agriculture purposes, or the developmental functions are developed by the government. What is the commercialization of money? What the commercialization of money we have read? Two wars are occurred, and here not Ganja and famine war has occurred, and Ganja and famine has occurred. During that time, many of the people, they were fled away. Means what? They fled away to which places like USA, Africa, and Mauritius and Fiji. Here, because money lenders are chasing the money from the farmers. So in this we have discussed in the commercialization and money. Next one, how the zemindaris are exploiting the farmers. Here they are asking the farmers to work in the zemindari land, and they are paying the very less wages, and they have to work as a bonded labor under the zemindari system. So these are the exploitation done by the zemindaris to the farmers. Next, zemindari to the farmers. Next one, Doras and peasants of Hyderabad state. Doras is nothing but they are the owner of the land, and the farmers of the Hyderabad states. And what are the peasant movements? What are the peasants? Peasants are nothing but the farmers. How many Doras were there? Totally 150 Doras were they used to what? They used to control the farmers. What is our last point here? Peasants. What are the peasants movement? So the famous peasant movements where it has occurred, where the Deccan riots of 1860s, Ramappa pictures of Moppala agitation which has taken organized form, while in the 19th century the movements took the form of open revolt. All the peasants, who are the peasants are also known as the farmers, they joined in the national movement in the large numbers. When they joined in this movement, they have joined in this movement in the 28th century. In the 1922, the peasants, the farmers of the Awadh, it is in Uttar Pradesh, took out huge position to protest against what? They are protesting against the Zemindars who are extracting money from them. Many Zemindars were socially boycotted, and they are driven from the villages. Means they hit the Zemindar, they should not stay here. So the peasants also refused to till the fields of Zemindars who tried to evacuate their tents. So what the Zemindar used to do? By forcibly they used to take the land of the farmers or claim too much rent from them. Or else, for example, those people does not have the land. If they are taking the rent, they used to levy more rent or claim the too much rent from them. The peasant from Kisan Sabhas, peasant means for the farmers from the Kisan Sabhas, they carried their agitation forward and demanded the abolition of the landlordism. The Kisan, what they formed an organization, they formed an Kisan Sabha organization. In that they demanded, they does not want the Zemindari, and they does not want the Zemindari system. They want the abolition of the landlordism and reduction of the land revenue and the control over the money lenders. They does not want the money lenders to involve. They want to control of those all things. They have agitated in the which Sabha? In the Kisan Sabhas. The British government helped the Zemindaris to suppress the revolts. You will read it. These are all in the Telangana peasant in later chapter. In the later classes we will read here. Coming to our next lesson, children, till now we completed what? 10th lesson, landlords and tenants under the British rulers. What is our next lesson? Here in the 11th lesson we are having the two parts, that is 11th A and 11th B. So this is a very easy lesson, children. Who are the people participated in this movement? Our 11th lesson is what, children? National movement, the early phase. The early phase when it has 1855 to 1918. So in this lesson we are going to read about the three phases which has occurred in the 1855 to 1918. What are the three phases we are going to discuss in this chapter? So national movement, the early phase 1885 to 1918. So here three groups are there, children, in this movement. First one is the moderates. moderates, extremist and Gandhian era. So in this national movement, the early phase, in this how many movements are there, children? In this 3 movements are there. This is also known as the non-violence. Okay, so a moderate movement when it has occurred here 1885 to 1905. About extremists, it is 1906 to 1914. Next, here Gandhi era, it has started in 1919 to 1947. 1947, children, when we got our independence in the year of 1947. So this era is occurred before our independence. So here in moderates people, their ideology, they request the method of pillars. Who are there in the moderate movement? We are able to see the Gopala Krishna Gokhale. So he is one of the person. He want to follow the ideology method, requested method, and he has started writing a letter to the Gopala Krishna Gokhale. So here extremist phase is 1906 to 1914. It is what in this phase ideology of bombing, creating terror, killing the Britishers. In this movement, just he is writing letter and he is requesting the method how to get their freedom, how to get their rights. In this movement, in the extremist phase, in this phase, the people, they are bombing and creating the terror, and they want to kill the Britishers. But in this movement, they does not want to kill any Britishers, but in the extremist movement, they want to kill the Britishers. And who is there in the extremist movement? Who is there in this extremist phase? Bhagat Singh is one of the person involved in the, here in this Gopala Krishna Gokhale is there in moderate movement, in the extremist movement. Bhagat Singh is there in the Gandhian movement. Who were the Gandhiji entering in the politics? When the Gandhiji has entered in the politics before getting the freedom of 1947, Gandhi entering into the politics, and he wanted to start the Satyagraha and non-violence. So what are the early association in the year of 1857? Soldiers, ordinary, peasant, artisans and landlords. The first war of independence. Slowly they started growth of the English education. What are the early association? What are the things they are? Find it out. First one, what we read? Soldiers, ordinary farmers, artisans and landlords. These are all first war of independence. They are struggling for this and growth of English. Not only that, but they want to grow of English education. All the intellectuals, inequalities, injustice. They want to spread the ideology of liberty, equality, fraternity. What is the liberty? To free. What is the equality? All the people should get the equal rights. And what is the fraternity? Feeling of brotherhood. What children? What is the fraternity? Feeling of brotherhood. Second half of the 19th century. What they read? The educated Indians are there. What are the policies of the Britishers? And in the year of 1866, East India Association is started by whom? Dadabhai Naoroji. In the year of 1866 to 1885, S.D. Banerjee, who came into the existence in the year of 1866 to 1985, S.D. Banerjee, M.S. Sanjay Rande, K.C. Telangana Subramanyam nationalized these people are they are in the intention of the democratic and nationalized policy. This is about the moderates. Next, coming to the extremist phase 1905 to 1920. What is that? The Swadeshi movement that has occurred in the year of 1903. The Bengal, the Congress is led by the Bengal people, and they want to divide the Bengal into two parts, that is the East Bengal and West Bengal. Now 1905 Bengal partition is done in the year of 1901, and here clothes, shawls, sugar were completely banned. Means that is mean to say that they does not want to entertain the foreign goods. School, colleges, they boycott and they joined in the Swadeshi movement. All the schools and colleges, they boycotted and they came from the schools and colleges, and they started giving the slogans that they does not want the foreign goods. Completely they want to ban the foreign goods in the Swadeshi movement that is held in Jamshedpur. What that is Jamshedpur Taja. So the moderate and extremists who are there, Lal Bal Pal. These moderate and extremists are Lal Bal Pal means what? Lala Lajpati Lai, and Pal means Bala Gangadhar Tilak. Swaraj is my birthright, I shall have it, I will strive for it. Swaraj means what? Freedom is my birthright, I will strive, I will struggle for my birthright. Who has given this slogan? Bal Gangadhar Tilak has given that. Swaraj is my birthright, I shall have it. In the year of 1907, at Surat conference, medically begging the Britishers, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Britishers were arrested, and of Congress dissatisfied officer. What happened? Bal Gangadhar Tilak, what happened? As Britishers arrested, Bal Gangadhar Tilak was arrested by the Britishers, young leader of Congress, and they are dissatisfied with this Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Next, extremist group survived from Britishers. 16th October 1905, the Bengal, already what they told in the second point, the Bengal they want to divide into East Bengal and West Bengal. So extreme group survived from Britishers. 16th October 1905, Bengal division was announced. Why? Because the Bengal is intention that they does not want the division of power should be shared between the East and West. They want to become united. For that reason, the whole Bengal did the Hartals rally, and they went to the Ganga and they bathed there, and they started tying the Rakis. Why they had started tying the Rakis to the East and West Bengal? Because they does not want to divide the Bengal in two parts, and they started tying the Rakis. 17,000 people were gathered in this positions, and they does not want to divide the Bengal into East and West Bengal. So young leaders like Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Subhash Chandra Bose, in this movement, First World War, it has occurred in the year of 1914 to 1919. How many years the First World War has taken place? Nearly 5 years. Who were there in this war? Britain, France, Russia, and Germany, Italy, and Hungary. One side is what? Britain, France, and Russia. Another side, Germany, Italy, and Hungary. So for what? Increase the taxes and buying the weapons. These people, they were against the Britishers, because these people were in the principles of the democratic principles. So during that time, they introduced the Krishna Patrika. Who has introduced? Mutluri Krishna, and the sub-editor Vande Mataram movement. Mahatma Gandhi is introduced what? Mahatma Gandhi introduced the civil disobedience movement. Mahatma Gandhi from where? He is from the South Africa, and he started, who has started the Krishna Patrika? Mutluru Krishna has started the Krishna Patrika. Mainly this Krishna Patrika has started of Machilipatnam. In this he has given the importance of the Vande Mataram movement, home rule, civil disobedience movement, and non-cooperation. So now next movement, Quit India movement. What is a Quit India movement? The slogan is given by the Mahatma Gandhi, do or die. What is the main intention of the Mahatma Gandhi? Second World War, it has occurred in the 1939. Again is the democracy and socialist system, because the British does not like the socialist and democracy principle. For that purpose, again the Second World War, it has occurred in the 1939. Again is the democracy and socialistic system. In the year 1942, 1942, they launched the Quit India movement. When they launched the Quit India movement, children? 1942, the Quit India movement was started. Quit India movement. Quit India movement started in the year of 1942. Mahatma Gandhi spoke to the people. He wants complete freedom. He has given a slogan, a do or die. Britishers arrested all the famous leaders against the Britishers. So what happened? All the famous leaders, what happened? They are giving the slogan. Mahatma Gandhi is one of the person he has given. He is the father of the nation. What slogan he has given? Do or die. Whenever these people are giving these slogans, all the Indian political leaders were kept in the prison. So here Gandhi spoke to the people. Freedom has given British, and again He has given the British arrested who did hartals going the ban for the foreign. Those people who are doing the hartals. I told no, they want to boycott all the Swadeshi products. That is mean to say that the foreign products. Those people who did the hartals, they were arrested by the Britishers, and here they banned the foreign products. 19,000 people were arrested and 1,000 people were killed during this. During the time of the hartals. How many people were? 19,000 people were arrested and 1,000 people were killed in this movement. So here towards the independence and partition, Muslims independent nation, western part for Muslim and width of the Muslim League. In the year of 1945, a league became the dominant in Muslim regions, and the Congress in the year of 1946, the first general elections as announced in the year of 1946. For this, who was a Stafford Cripps is Alexander and Lawrence. India stay united. So how many people MLA? 16 August 1946, they are considered this day as a action day. Why? Because 16th August 1946 it is considered as what, children? Action day. Now here Royals break out and kill the thousands of people, and most of the people property has lost, and as well as the people's lives also lost in this agitation. They fasted for many days because they want freedom from the Britishers. Pakistan got freedom on the 1947 August 14, and India got freedom on 15th August 1947. Children, here clear, here before the freedom, before getting the independence, Pakistan is also part and parcel of India. So what happened? Some things has made the Pakistani people and made them to divide the Pakistan from India. So here the clashes arise between the Indian people and the Pakistani people. Even though Pakistan is border, they bond together, Indian people, but Britishers has told something to the Pakistan, and they made the Pakistan to divide from India. In the year of 1947, August 14, the Pakistan has separated from the India, and they got the freedom on 14th August 1947, but we got our freedom on 15th August 1947. Isn't it, children? So here in this national freedom movement, we are having the how many? That is 11A and 11B. So till now we have discussed about what, children? 11A we have discussed. What is the 11B? We will see now. What are the things are there in that? We will see, children. Just here whatever we have completed, just to go through those all things, children, so that it will be easy for you. Okay, children. So here national movement, all the we have discussed here. If you see, children, 11A and 11B. Here these are all Lala Lajpat Lal, Bal, Bipin, which we told, no, children. Take your textbook page number 124. Lala Lajpati Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandrapal, Annie Besant. These are all the famous Indian political leaders. And we read about the Krishna Patrika or Machilipatnam also. Okay. Coming to the national movement, the last phase 1990 to 1947. What is that here? Non-cooperation movement is led by the Mahatma Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. And what are the things that are happened in the year of 1922 to 1929? And here, children, please go through this. And Quit India movement, just now we discussed. Gandhiji has given a slogan, do or die. And here Subhash Chandra Bose, INA. These are all the things just to go through. Who were there in this movement? Bhagat Singh, Subhash Chandra Bose, JP Kripalani, Abdul Kalam Azad. So towards the independence and partition, these are all the political leaders were responsible for what? For getting the Indian independence. Just you see this here keyword, children. Nationalism means what? Feeling of oneness. What is a secular? Whichever religion you want to follow, you should follow. That is known as a secularism. You have discussed about the moderate, extremist, Satyagraha. Gandhi person, Mahatma Gandhi is one of the person. He did the salt Satyagraha and he fasted the so many days Why? Because to get the independence from the Britishers, for that Britishers were kept the Mahatma Gandhi in jail also. Non-cooperation movement is also led by the Mahatma Gandhi, and civil disobedience movement also led by the Mahatma Gandhi, and where the number of people were came, and all the people they went to the Gandhi Sabarmati Ashramam along with the Mahatma Gandhi. So many followers have followed with Mahatma Gandhi, and they went to the Dandi, and all the people are asking the freedom from the Britishers, isn't it? Swarajya means what the Gandhiji told. Swarajya is my sorry, not Gandhi. Gandhiji told do or die, but who told that Swaraj is my birthright? Who told? Bal Gangadhar Tilak told that Swaraj is my birthright, and I will struggle for my birthright. So these are the slogans given by our Indian political leaders. So this is our War Children National Movement, the early phase A and B we completed, children. So please, if you are having any doubt, you can ask whenever you come here, children. 11 and 11, what we have completed? We have completed 11A and 11B, isn't it? 11A and 11B we finished, children. 11th B, please go through this lesson, children. And if you are having any doubts, whenever you come here, I will clear your doubts, children. Please till that time, please go through the textbook, because in the textbook everything clearly is there, because I have explained all the side points and important points. Please go through the textbook, children, and simultaneously I have to write the class work also, children. Okay, go through this lesson. If you are having any doubts, you can ask whenever you come here. Please try to write the class work, children. Thank you, children. Good afternoon.